What is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. In this video I'm going to show you just a weapon combination I like to use lately just to kind of change things up in the Crucible, and we're going to talk a little bit about the lack of weapon diversity right now in the Crucible, maybe what factors are at play there, and maybe how we can sort of fix that. So here's the combination I'm using. I'm enjoying running around with Hawkmoon and the Wafarua D Haka sniper rifle. And this sniper rifle is, it's got great weapon handling. I like it quite a bit. It's a fun rifle. It is a low impact variant, so for some people that instantly puts them off, which is a shame. I know people have their preferences, but there's a lot of sniper rifles in this game that feel really good, that have great handling, that are a lot of fun to use. But just because they don't bang off the revive, people will pretty much refuse to use them, which is too bad, I think. It's too bad that something like revive banging is so important in this game that that we instantly put off rifles that can't do it. I think that's kind of a bummer. I think that that's one of the things that lends to the lack of weapon diversity right now, because realistically, when you're playing the Crucible right now, you're going to see a few sniper rifles. You're primarily going to see the 1,000-yard stare, because it's the most accessible. Relatively, it's the most accessible sniper rifle in year 2 that can have level advantages, enabled, and that's not a big deal because it is year 2. It's not like the longbow or the LDR. You can still use it. So people are going to be running around with that. You can get it. You can get a decent rolled one just through the Taken War on Earth quest line. That doesn't take a lot of time or effort, but you can get one, and so you see a lot of people running around with that thing, which is understandable. But so you're going to see a lot of those. You're going to see only from hunters, obviously, but you're going to see Still Piercer, because it can revive bang. It's got enough impact to do exactly that. But there are a lot of other sniper rifles in the game that are a lot of fun to use that can't do that, and it's too bad because you just don't see them. You see those two primarily. You also sometimes you see an Irene, or now you've got the Tamar D. But for the most part, you're not going to see a lot of weapon diversity when it comes to sniper rifles, which is too bad. You're also going to see in the primary weapon slot, you're going to see a lot of last words. A lot of people, in fact, when I go into Trials of Osiris these days, generally speaking, I think the most common combination I see is last word, 1,000-yard stare. And don't hear this as me judging anyone who does this, who uses this combination. It's not a gamer problem, honestly. It's a dev thing. It's not your fault that you've been sort of encouraged, whether they meant to or not. You've been highly incentivized to use a very limited number of weapons in the Crucible. And I just love this thing. Sorry, looking at the gameplay while I'm talking. And this sniper rifle just handles so well. Of course, people want to know what's the aim assist value. It's on the Planet Destiny database for their values. It's at 60. So, but honestly, the aim assist conversation is hugely over dramatized. Nice little quick scope out of the air here. People spend way too much time arguing about aim assist. It's really not nearly as important as people seem to think it is. In fact, I can't go into a stream anymore, a large stream where where someone doesn't say something along the lines of they just need to take aim assist off the weapons in this game entirely. Which just kind of lends itself to show that people don't really understand aim assist, what it is and what it does. But anyways, it's not that. Don't spend too much time worrying about aim assist. It's really not that big a deal. Nowhere near a big a deal as people seem to think it is. And even the weapon with the most aim assist compared to the sniper with the least aim assist, you're only talking about fractions upon fractions of seconds of differences between reticle slow time. But we don't even know everything that goes into that aim assist value, what all is wrapped up into the mechanics of that. Bungie hasn't disclosed it, so people are only ever guessing when they're talking about aim assist. So because of that reason, it seems pretty silly to hinge so much of our conversations on the topic of aim assist when it doesn't do what most people think it does. We have a limited idea, just from playtesting, that we know what it does, but we don't know everything about what it does. And even what we do know shows that it doesn't create magnetism, it doesn't pull bullets, it doesn't make you hit when you should miss. you know, it slows down your reticle when you move it across an enemy. And that's nothing new. All shooters do that. There's aim assist in pretty much every shooter. But anyways, moving on from that conversation entirely. But the question is, how do we get some diversity back in the Crucible? Because there isn't a lot. You know, there's a limited... When we look at how many weapons are available to us, and we compare that to the number of weapons that we see most frequently, there's a huge disconnect there. And I think that people would be more inclined to use different sniper rifles if A, we addressed revives in the game. If revive sniping wasn't necessarily as big of a deal. For example, if we were to take away the overshields for, you know, at least the person who does the reviving, the way that the current system is set up, it rewards players for dying way too much with the revives. So if we were to address that system in general, I think that you could take away this huge desire for people to have revive sniping sniper rifles, to have impact that's high enough to do that. So I don't think that you should get this is just my personal opinion, I don't think you should get an overshield for dying. If I get one opponent down and then I run in to finish the last guy off, and I have the advantage, my gunplay was good, I was going 1v2 and I actually managed to gun one down, now I'm pressing the advantage, then I shouldn't be punished in terms of them being able to get a revive quickly, and then suddenly it's 1v2 with overshields. I think that system needs tweaked, personally. But anyways, so what I would encourage you guys to do, I would encourage you play around with some different weapon combinations, and that's also going to make you have to be a little bit more clever about how you pick your engagements, how you use your equipment, how you maneuver. So if you're not just relying on some of the more capable weapons, then you're going to be sort of increasing your awareness and your skill with your equipment and things of the sort. And it can also help keep the game a little fresh for you. If you try and form a relationship with a new gun, I'll be honest, the Hawkmoon is not that good right now. It does good damage, but the thing is just stupid bad when it comes to accuracy. It got hit hard with those nerfs. So, but it is still fun to use. You know, it's got character. So try and find some weapon combinations that are just fun, and try and have some fun with it instead of making it all about just using what's the best and what everyone else is using. Maybe we'll see a little bit more diversity. I think that Bungie does need to address some of these things, and so that we can get more weapon diversity in the game, quite honestly. I think that we need to address... I would be more inclined to use more of these other sniper rifles that are available to us if they didn't get so weird with the reticles. Like, for example, the Wafa-Ruadi that I really enjoy using. I hate the reticle on that gun. It's like, why would I have two circles? Just give me a dot. I want to know where my bullet's going. I don't want to see an outline of all the things around where my bullet's going to go. You know what I mean? I don't want to see a circle around what I'm shooting at. That just doesn't make any sense. That's sort of... that's kind of silly when you think about weapon design in general. So... I don't think people in real life would ever make a gun like that, you know, to have a reticle like that. It's just weird. You want to see, especially on a sniper rifle, you want to see exactly where your bullet's going to go. So, I like that they have some guns with character, but make them practical too. Address the reticles. I think that between the Amalon and the Haka sniper rifles, if you just gave me a dot in the middle, man, I would be so much more inclined to use those sniper rifles. So, anyways, just some food for thought. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay and my rambling. And guys, we'll catch you in the Crucible.